Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today the brand new episode just dropped, Sublimation of Miraculous Ladybug. Now I know most of this episode got leaked, but we're still gonna talk about it. And believe me, there are a lot of things you guys missed. Before we get into it, make sure to click that subscribe button and like this video. The episode starts off with Adrian and Sublime running together, training for their championship. And it's once again stalking Adrian, because she just can't let Adrian make his own decisions or be friends with anyone that she doesn't know. Even though Marinette did confront Adrian about Sublime and what his relationship is with her, he just said they're just friends and they don't even talk, despite that she has trust issues. So couldn't you just leave it at that? Honestly, Marinette is back to her stalking tendencies back from season 1. It's basically Kagami all over again. Sublime hasn't even been in any episode. This is the only episode she's been so far, and Marinette already knows everything about her. So it's not just Asian she stalked literally anyone. Alia is so done with Marinette shit that she's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try and stop you, just do whatever you want. Alia did try to give her advice, but of course Marinette's not gonna listen. She literally stalks Sublime throughout the school day. It's funny how someone actually calls out Marinette's weird antics and is actually weirded out. Following someone around, waiting for them to mess up just so you can help them in order to become friends is so wrong, which she did not need at all. From a lot of the spoilers, people seem to hate Sublime for no good reason because they think she wants to be with Adrian, which is not the case. I don't know why everybody seems to hate her. I absolutely adore this new character. She is everything that Lila pretended to be. The parallels between Lila and Sublime are incredible. The fact that all the success that Lila's talked about and gained popularity due to it was all fake, all the while Sublime's nature and achievements are all genuine, and yet she doesn't go off showing off about them. I'm surprised Alia hasn't been amazed and awestruck by Sublime yet, because she did when Lila said viewed about her awesome life, so she was so awestruck about it. So I'm surprised Alia hasn't interviewed Sublime yet, considering all the amazing things she's done. Not only that, but the only reason Adrian and Sublime are friends is because they're in the same class. Like Marinette, didn't you have your own classes to attend all the entire time you were stalking Sublime? And also, why does she need to become friends with her? He can have his own friends. I honestly hate how they always seem to make Marinette friends with anyone who is friends with Adrian. He cannot have separate friends, but she can. Her entire development is just down the drain. It's back to season 1. Sublime apparently has a big trial race coming up, and she's trying to gain a sponsor. Of course, the only sponsor in this universe is Bob Roth. I'm still surprised, why do the heroes still try to save him? He actually deserves it. When Marinette follows Sublime into the changing room and the bathroom, she overhears Sublime giving herself a pep talk, but assumes it's about her and that Sublime hates her. But okay, yes, if I was not an athlete, I would assume the same thing, but would not pretend to be a supervillain for the sake of it, and immediately assumes she's in love with Adrian. I still don't get why she pretended to be a supervillain. It makes absolutely no sense. AKA Soapinator. Of course, Sublime doesn't fall for that, but because of the soap that Marinette spills, she slips during her trial and breaks her prosthetics. All because Marinette couldn't deal with another female friend of Adrian. Here's something interesting though. During the race, someone comes to watch Sublime's race, her trial race. And it's not just anyone. This person is holding a notebook similar to episode 2. But it's definitely not a woman. It's a man. This unknown person writes down everything that's going on during the entire episode. Similar to what Lila did in episode 2, where she was writing down everything that's going on before she akumatized that little girl and before she akumatizes Sublime's mother. But it wasn't Lila this time. It was a man, which means she's not alone in this. She's working with someone. Her end line in episode 2 was, "You will never find us." he will never find out anything about us, which means she's not alone. There are others. Question is, how many others are there? And for some reason, I don't know why, but they seem to portray parents in a bad light. That is not the case for most people. Most people assume that Sublime's mother is being too hard on her and putting too much pressure. No. She's giving her a confidence boost. She does not need someone telling her that it's okay to fail. She needs to be told that, to be confident that she can do it. Her mother is well aware of Sublime's abilities. She knows her daughter's capabilities, but wasn't confident enough, so she gave her a pep talk. Same like Sublime did to herself. And that's further proof when she's akumatized. She says, why can't people be as sublime as her daughter? Which means she knows how talented her daughter is and is proud of her. And have I mentioned how much I love the way Lila akumatizes people? It really makes them think it's their doing and not realizing that they're being manipulated. I also love how Ladybug gets called out by the villain. Like, yeah, you're the one who broke stuff. She hasn't damaged anything. I still don't know why they kept on protecting Bob Roth, especially since next to Gabriel and Lila, he's the third most hated person in the entire Miraculous franchise. We also finally get to see how the heroes get called when they're not around. Ladybug just dials their Miraculous, and when they do, heroes seem to have a sixth sense that they're being called upon. Cat Noir literally puts Bob Roth in the trash because that's how they see them, and honestly, I can't blame them. He deserves it. Honestly, the plot armor in this episode is extremely heavy because how is Ladybug the best version of herself? Like, when she got hit by Sublimation's power, she could remove that just instantly. Honestly, I'd be more annoyed if Ladybug was the only one unaffected by Sublimation's power. Luckily, Cat Noir wasn't affected by it either. The lucky charm literally points to Ladybug being the villain. I'm just happy that she actually realizes her mistakes and then in the end actually apologizes to Sublime, both as Ladybug and Marinette. Not only that, but like after the Miraculous Ladybug, Sublime is able to complete her trial and Bob was willing to sponsor them. Of course, that's not gonna happen. As soon as Sublime's trial ends, the person writing in the notebook leaves. This further proves that Lila's got allies everywhere. I also love the ending. Sublime does accept Marinette's apology and becomes friends with her, but I just don't understand why that was necessary. In the end, they do get a sponsor and it turns out it's Mrs. Tsurugi. Does she still know that Kagami is one of the heroes? Now that Gabriel's gone, what's her endgame? What's she planning? Is she the real mastermind? I really hope they don't waste her character because she is very interesting, and now that Gabriel is gone, her arc is way more important than most characters. And I forgot to mention, but now Lila can send anti-Kumas, and not just one, several, through a de-akumatized villain. Question is, why did not Gabriel do this? Anti-Akumas basically prevent heroes from using their powers. Now that they can use their powers several times, she had to come up with an alternative. I'll be honest, because most of this episode was spoiled and we already knew most of what was gonna happen, I'll give this episode a 6 out of 10. For reasons such as Marinette's consistent stalking tendencies and unless Sublime actually becomes an important character, there's just no point in showing this episode. But I'm also hoping Adrian makes more than just one new friend, because he's no longer in the same class as Marinette and all the classmates they used to have. I will be making a video about all the problems Season 6 already has, but until then, that's all I have to say for this video. So make sure to click that subscribe button and like this video. Bye!